fans.
It's the Agents of Sigmar.
We're back again. This is about the 5th take of this video, so hopefully it will go all right this time.
We can do it.
Yes, it's an unwrapping video. Pete and I are just getting into, as some of you know, our summer's been a bit disrupted and we haven't done many videos over the summer, but we're getting back into it now, and we've been playing on and off this Age of Sigmar Champions game.
It's great.
Which is really quite good fun. It's quick and easy.
Yep.
And we've sort of put some investment into it, channel investment, to get some cards, which we're going to unwrap for you tonight. And this investment was helped along by the lovely people at Gobsmack Comics.
Yes, over in Horsham. Do check them out.
Horsham, that's the UK, I'm afraid, but it's down in Sussex. It's a great little comic book shop, and they're sponsoring this series of videos. We've got a whole box which we're going to unbox for you in small chunks. We've taken a few pointers off our last one, so hopefully it's better than that one.
Yep.
And we're going to be looking out for some uncommons and some rares, and where it might fit into our deck situation.
Yes, and do please check out Gobsmack Comics. His website's got a load of his stuff on. You can follow him on Twitter as well, and Facebook and all that kind of good
stuff.
stuff.
All of that in the description below.
Put them all down there.
So do check it out. He doesn't just do comics; he does
figurines,
cards, presumably,
all that kind of stuff.
Figurines, yes,
loads of things.
Anything. If he doesn't do Agents of Sigmar merchandise yet, but it's only a matter of time. Right, so
let's crash on.
Without further ado, 3 each, sir.
Let's crash on. So let's see what we're up to. Now we're going to try and do this a little bit more measured this time, because we were told last time that we didn't spend enough time on the more important things, but the thing was we didn't really know what was important at the time, because we literally only just picked the game up.
No sound effects, Pete, either.
No sound effects this time.
I tell you what I do love about this game, and I did think we did comment it on in the first game, and I actually prefer this aspect to it more than Shadespire. It's not a huge aspect. The cards feel great.
They do feel very nice.
They feel great. They're almost plastic.
Very tactile.
Cards.
Yes.
I really like that.
So I've got a piercing shot, which is just a standard order common one. I've got a gain health, invigorating chant there, orcs, destruction, meat shield grots. What else have I got? Arkelian barrier guard. That one's quite a funky one. Could be good for your order deck there, Rob.
Oh yes, I'm looking for Stormcast, Pete.
Some grot slashers, and underneath that grot slasher that's snuck in there. Oh, what's that one? It's a death one. It's grave caller. It's another common though, so yeah, that's all right.
So I've set my commons aside.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't think anybody was that interested in my commons. So
that's true.
Standard. So I'm going to have a look at my.
Do let us know, obviously, as well, whether you want us to even bother mentioning commons. But
I've got an uncommon, which is one I did want. At the moment my deck doesn't have any spells in it, but this is Searing Light. It does 5 damage to your opponent after 2 turns, 4 if this champion has completed its quest. That's quite nice. That's an uncommon card. I have a death uncommon.
What you got?
Upside down.
Yeah.
I have a death uncommon, Charging Black Knight.
Oh, I've got about 6 of them.
Have you? It's uncommon.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, well, so I have to say, I thought you had a lot, because when we played online, you kept killing me with it. And I have another uncommon, which is Glory of War, which is a spell. It's a destruction spell with a green colour around it. And I have a Chaos spell as well, Infernal Gateway. That is a rare.
Ooh.
Remove a highlighted enemy unit. Deploy up to number of turns demon units from your deck onto highlighted allied champions. Normal restrictions apply.
Yeah.
Normal restrictions apply.
Terms and conditions, please see overleaf.
Shuffle the deck after searching it.
Yeah.
And then finally, it's just a common. My foil. My foil there.
Ooh, foil. Shiny.
Blood Hunt. So
that's not bad. We've got four rares. Is that 4 uncommons? Sorry,
3 uncommons.
3 uncommons and a rare and a foil.
Isn't that standard?
I have no idea.
I feel like these things are normally standardised. Probably should have checked that before doing the video.
I've got some more uncommons. I've got a Scatter the Forces, Blood for the Blood God. I've got some uncommons now. I've got Brutish Resilience, which is reduced damage received from highlighted enemies, increased by 1 for each ally support. So that's a destruction one there for you.
It's another order card.
I've got a champion for you. This is another uncommon, Isharan Soulrend. When this champion removes a highlighted unit, deploy an elf unit. Not bad. I've got a rare spell for death. I've got Terrify. I bet you're scared now. I've got a champion who's rare for death as well. Crypt Infernal Courtier. And a pain-induced fury. It's a rare foil. Is that what it is? Rare foil.
Rare foil.
Shiny. So that's a rare foil. Pain-induced fury.
Oh, it's a chaos spell.
So there you go.
So I've got a few commons in this next deck.
It seems to actually put them in order. So you get a load of commons, then you get a load of uncommons, and then you get, I guess, any rares.
This Mystic Shield is uncommon. I've got about 50 of them. I'm sure that's not right. Anyway,
so let's roll through our
Mystic Shield there, because
So we'll roll through through our commons
Now,
very
I saw on
quickly.
Facebook today, somebody said, finally, after 66 boosters, I've finally got...
66?
Yeah, a Celestin Prime.
Ooh, patchy.
I've actually already got one of those. I've got a full one of those.
Oh, you got the one from the Founders Box?
Yes, I've now got two.
He's going on eBay.
I didn't feel like saying to the guy, I've got one you could have had, I don't use mine. I have to say, and I said this in my deck video, I don't understand whether he's good or not.
I think he's brilliant.
If you understand whether he's good,
he's great because you can look at your two top cards, you can take one and put one to the bottom of the deck. That's a bit of a double-edged sword. Yeah. But the good thing is you can do that before you play any cards. Whereas normally you can only draw the card.
Okay, yes, I hadn't noticed that subtle distinction without playing him. You see, I just just got really confused because he could do both red and blue, and got confused. Okay, I might have to put him in then. But it is a heroic act, you see, and I always forget to do them.
Yes.
But anyway, thank you for that, Pete. Comment below if Pete's right. Anyway,
I'm always right.
Yeah.
So our common cards, I've got Call of the Grave, which is death, righteousness, one for you. Jaws of Death, so that's an order one as well. I don't like that one. It does loads of damage.
I like that one. I need one of those.
Brute Smasher, Ravenous Crypt Ghoul. Oh, I want some of them. That's good. Soul Stealer. I've got some of those, I think, and a Gore Chopper Brute. And then I'm on to my uncommon. In fact, Gore Chopper Brute, that's an uncommon one. What's he do? He damages my opponent. If the highlight champ costs 7 or more, it's done with Rend. That's less impressive. I realised we just put them out of shot for you. You can't really see them if we put them out of shot. So let's see what the rest of our uncommons. Oh, well, it does. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're going to scan all of these before you get to see any of it. So don't even try it. Yeah. So what are our uncommons? I've got Searing Light, which is a spell for order. Damage your opponent increased by 4 if the champion has completed his quest.
I had that in the previous deck.
That's pretty nasty.
So it's clearly not that uncommon. That's 2 packs.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, uncommon. My bum. Skeleton Warriors, uncommon. Don't like Skeleton Warriors, actually. You've got to stack them up, and I just find I'm not very good at that at the minute.
Good at stacking.
Another Infernal Gateway. That's a rare.
Ooh.
That's 2 packs and two of the same card.
Okay.
What else have I got? I've got a common Frenzied War Chanter champion. I've got it's a common Deathless Thralls, but I haven't got that. It's a blessing for death.
What's your foil?
And my foil is Meat Shield Grots.
I have to say, one of the things I do like about this game, I know people have spent a lot of money getting boosters things. At the moment, the card base isn't that huge.
Yes.
So even though and each
deck isn't that huge, it's 200 odd cards, but I suppose, relatively small.
Each pack has
about 13 in it.
Yeah, and it has a rare and an uncommon, and I've got most of the cards that I need now.
Yes.
And we haven't spent. Obviously.
We were lucky. We got given some. With just a starter box and a few boosters, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, almost to what I haven't got everything I want, but I have got most of it. It's just quite nice. You're not looking at a massive outlay. I don't think. So
what have you got?
I've got a Gaunt Summoner, but he's actually only common. I've got Unholy Power, which doesn't sound very order-like. No, I think it's death. It's a death blessing, and that's an uncommon blessing. And I got another death blessing. That's a common one. Carrion Feast. That's a foily carrion feast there for you. I've got an uncommon Sweeping Gore Grunter.
Oh, they're nasty.
Are they? I don't think I've seen one of those.
They can take out all 3 of the opposite ends units.
They are nasty. Cool. They're 2 turns to activate.
Are they a beast? They are. There's an Auric champion. Beast. There's an Auric champion who can deploy a beast unit and immediately rotate it one when he deploys it, so it's even closer to wiping out loads of your board.
And the spell at the end, my uncommon spell is Corn's Chosen, which is a spell. I don't feel like I had a rare there, but I don't know what I did if I didn't. The Celestin was the rare.
Just a Celestin
Prime was the rare. Sorry,
just a Celestin Prime.
I forgot that. All. So they're my cards from that book. I'm quite pleased with those.
Cool. There we go. There's a chunk of nice cards here and there already. Quite impressed with some of those. Now I'm after some particular death ones.
I want the blessing. I can never remember the name of it. It's a really good order blessing. When it comes up, I shall whoop. I've got a digital one in the digital game, donated somehow. I'm not sure I got that. You can if you play in the digital game, you can get chests, get boosters in and things. And it had this card in it. It's brilliant, but I haven't actually got it physically, so I'll be looking out for it physically.
So we'll run through these ones, get all the commons out of the way. There's a few death ones. I've got a Skeleton Champion. I've only got about 6 of them already. A few order spells, a Fanatical Skullfiend. I've been looking for some of them. I want some Fanatical Skullfiends. They're one of the best unit, one of the best cards, I think, for Chaos. They do a fair amount of decent damage. I think, and they're just a really nice card to have.
This deck's rubbish if you're an order player. There's only one order card in it.
Ho, ho! Lots of destruction ones.
Yeah, right, yeah. So I've got a few commons. I quite like the Charging Blood Crusher. He looks quite cool. And a Pink Horror. And Deadly Chop. That's a pretty good.
Oh, I don't like Deadly Chop. That does my head in that
I've probably got quite a lot of them. But the order card I have got, and is one I do want, is a Triumphant Smash.
Triumphant Smash!
Triumphant, it's a remove a highlighted
That's
unit.
basically the order version of Deadly Chop.
And rotate one unit backwards.
That's quite nice.
So it is quite a good card to have.
But that's not an uncommon.
That's a common. It's just a common, yeah.
Oh,
but I don't have very many. I did want an extra one. So if I just do my uncommons, I've got Serthin Death, which is a death one, funnily enough. Skeletal Legion. A bit of stacking going on there.
I prefer the Skeletal Legions because if you can get 3 of them stacked up, or at least have that with 2 supports under it, you can't remove it. But it's only 5 damage, so it's not massive. But
Summon Demon.
Could be
It's a spell, and that's my rare is a Crowded Wolf Chariot.
Oh, cool! I like them.
Yeah, can only be deployed on a stack of 2, but does do rend damage to your opponents, and if you can keep it on the board for long enough, 8 damage.
8 damage.
And then I've got another uncommon here, which is the Aspiring Deathbringer.
Oh, that's a nice Chaos Champion there.
And another Chaos Champion is the Wanton Destruction.
The Blessing.
The Blessing, sorry, yes.
Oh,
this
this
is one
is
of
the
the
card I was
14.
telling
So
you
this
about.
Pete was telling me about this. I don't know if it was on camera, off camera.
I wanted this
basically, corners 1 to 3, I damage myself.
1, 2, 3, 4 damage.
Oh, yeah, 4 damage. And on corner 4, I do 14 damage to my opponent.
14. You pack up and you go home looking smug.
And finally, there's a common foil champion.
Which one's that?
The rune-marked Deathbringer.
So for me, I've got little Chaos here
Rune-marked
actually.
Deathbringer played for Denmark in the World Cup.
So I've got over here an uncommon Acolyte Scroll Bearer. It's just a unit. Nothing too special about him. I have an uncommon Order hero, the Lord Aquilor.
Oh, that's the one I haven't got.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Go
that's
on then.
the one I haven't got.
Whoop away.
I don't actually want it, but I haven't got it. Yo!
Hey, I've got an uncommon War Ceremony there.
He's one of those ones that means I probably don't understand how to play the game. At the end of the champion placement phase, I may swap the position of 2 highlighted champions.
Well, that's quite funky.
But it is.
As long as you
But then
know.
that's all it can do, and I haven't quite worked out my synergies. And
Yes, that can be.
I could see it might be good. There are some people who could do beastly things to wizards, aren't there? I could see why it might be quite good to swap your wizard over.
Yes.
But yes, I haven't got him. Whether I'll use him or not remains to be seen.
Oh, my uncommons. I've got another one. I've got a spell, Frightful Touch for Death, which is brilliant because if I've got Nagash, his heroic ability is rotate 1 step forwards. So I play this card and then I use his heroic ability to immediately cast it. It does 4 damage, and if you've got now if I get this right, if the highlighted champion does not control a unit, you have to remove 2 cards from your hand. I got that 3 times in a row against somebody online.
And did they not like you?
They didn't like me because I did 12 damage over 3 turns and they didn't have any cards, so they would draw 2 cards. I'd then play it again and they'd have to get rid of those 2. Next turn I'd play it again, and after they'd drawn 2 they'd have to get rid of 2.
That's how phones get broken then.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I thrashed them soundly, and I'm very sorry if you whoever you were, but yeah, sorry Mum. What else have I got? Oh, I've got a Fearless Korgrath. That's uncommon. No, that's a rare, and I like those. They're very handy because they only rotate twice before they're off, and they do damage straight away.
Actually, just Frightful Touch. Just going back to my earlier football joke. That's from I've seen you play football a few times.
I do have a Frightful Touch.
Yeah.
And my last uncommon is Hungry Fellbats. I've not used any of the bats in my deck, so I might have to start incorporating some to see how they work. But that was quite a nice one because this one, if you remove a unit, this does 2 damage. So if you've got lots of removed cards as well, that could really start to add up.
Yeah, I need to get these synergies working for me rather than just picking the card that I understand.
Yes.
Brilliant. So that is the
that is phase 1 of our unboxinatings.
Phase 1.
We shall see you again soon for phase 2. And if you have any feedback on what you liked or disliked about this, then do let us know.
Do let us know. Although I'm not sure we'll incorporate it into the videos. We're going to do them all back to back now.
Possibly.
Yes. But anyway.
But let us know for next time.
Okay.